everyone, Lisa here at Artesprix, and today we're going to show you the new iron-on ink supplies that give you everything you need to create amazing projects every time. When you're using iron-on ink and transferring it using heat to a blank, you're using a scientific process called sublimation. To make the process of sublimation work in your craft room, you need the iron-on ink, a heat source, a blank, and supplies. Here at Artesprix, we provide all the tools needed to complete your creative project. In our previous videos, we talk about the iron-on ink, various heat sources, and the blanks, so be sure to check out our link below to view those. But now let me introduce you to the supplies that you will need to create that perfect craft project. We have the Artesprix heat tape, protective paper roll, project mat, sublimation stencil, and tumbler wrap. Let's start with the Artesprix heat tape. A high heat-resistant tape is needed when making your iron-on ink project. We have tried and tested this tape vigorously. While many of the current tapes withstand the heat, they can be hard to peel off or leave residue on fluffy fabrics. This one won't do that, which is amazing. Heat tape is also used to secure your designs during the heat transfer process. It'll help prevent slipping and ghosting of your image, and you can resist high heat. We found that it's also great for fixing mistakes. Just place a piece of tape over any mistake and it won't transfer that mistake when the heat is applied. Once you have your image taped down and before you transfer your image, we're ready to create our sublimation sandwich with the Artesprix protective paper roll. The protective paper acts as the breadwood in a sandwich with your blank and design in between. To protect the surface of your heating plate and work surface, the paper on top will prevent ink contamination onto the heating plate. The paper on bottom will protect the bottom of a press or your work surface in case you've colored outside the lines or your design is oversaturated with ink. The protective paper is silicone coated. That means it won't stick to anything once you heat it. Also, it can be used multiple times without worrying about contaminating other projects. And I have a tip. If you're doing a t-shirt, make sure that you put some inside the shirt so that it doesn't bleed onto the other side. Now that you have your sandwich, you'll need to protect your surface from potentially damaging heat. If you're using a heat press, it has one of these mats built in. But if you're using an iron or hand press, you'll need a base that can take heat and pressure. Introducing our new project mat. The project mat is made of 100% silicone. That means that any dye that touches it during the heat transfer process gets locked in and won't transfer to future projects. It's 9 inches square, so this size allows you to create both large and small projects. Another supply we offer in our ecosystem will enable you to create a tumbler like this one. The tumbler has a curved surface, and you may be wondering how to press a design onto this. We wanted to make it super simple because I'm all about easy crafting. For those non-standard shapes, you'll want to use our new tumbler wrap. It's a simple process. You just insert your tumbler with your taped on designs into the sleeve and heat it with a heat gun to shrink wrap the design to the tumbler. When it shrinks, it forms a snug fit around the tumbler. Remember that any areas where the design is not secure on the tumbler will cause a blurred image. If you've ever used HTV to customize a t-shirt, you'll know that all these heat transfer items need to be reversed. And I don't know about you, but I am not that great at writing backwards. That's why we created the sublimation stencil. The stencils have mirrored text, making it easier to create a project. You can also reverse the letters in your electronic cutting machine, or my tip is to write it on one side the right way using Sharpie, and then trace it on the other side using my iron-on ink markers. The Sharpie won't transfer during heating. Our iron-on ink ecosystem makes sublimation as easy as possible, so you get great results the first time, every time. I hope that this video has been helpful. And if you want to know more about iron-on ink, check out all the handy tutorial videos on our YouTube channel. You can click on the YouTube symbol below or search Artesprix on YouTube. If you have any more questions, check out the FAQs on the website or contact us at artesprix.com. I also hope that you'll share your projects with #Artesprix and #IronOnInk on social media. We love seeing how you use our products, and we would love to share your creations on our social media too. See you next time here at Artesprix.